Me. Fire!
Wind! Water! Heart!
By your powers combined, I am Captain.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now. This dungeon is fucking dope. I can't sprint. Oh shit. Woo! I died.
Hello friends and welcome back. Thank you for joining me once again in The Waltz of the Wizard. Today we're looking at Natural Magic, the main paid full version of the game. The demo is pretty great, but this really takes it to the next level. There's a ring you can put on your finger, I think I mentioned it in the previous video, where you can speak to the skull, you can ask it questions, you can tell it to do things. As you see, I'm screwing around with sizes of things right now, and wearing a unicorn horn on my head. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the dungeons, give you an idea of what that looks like, what the combat feels like, and talk about some of the spells. Yeah, unfortunately you don't get this magic in the game.
The arrows are just getting bigger.
This ring is really good at translating text. When did you die?
Are you just talking gibberish?
Can you see? What's your life like? Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty good. Anyway, looking at the dungeons, I was a very silly boy and forgot to record the vast majority of the first part of the dungeons. And it's a real shame because notice as I approach the exit, I have 4 out of 5 fingers bony. That means I had 1 hit point. It's not good.
Healing is so much more fun in VR.
So let's talk spells.
Come on. Yeah!
That shield I just used.
Okay, I need lightning. I need lightning.
And the lightning I'm panicking about are your bread and butter for fighting flying enemies. Whereas with melee, you want to use the sword and shield.
Fine. Fight me. Yeah!
Or at least, I do.
I sliced him in half. I love this game!
Then there's the neutron orb, which pulls everything in and blows things up and makes them fly all over the place. It's really good, but it's dangerous when you're up close. Remember, you only have 5 hit points, and anything that hits you deals 1 damage. There's lots of fun things to explore.
I think I need this. I'll take that.
Red herring or not.
Okay. Huh? Huh?
I mean, come on, it looked important.
Did it hurt you? Yeah. Okay, I don't think this is working. You know what will though?
Combat in this game is just so satisfying. So when you see pull in magic like that, that is the prerequisite for every spell that is not your sword or your shield. Pull in magic, rub hands together, turn it in for Palpatine.
Unlimited power! Yeah.
I learned a bunch of spells by just walking around and messing with things,
Explosion.
but they walk you through them when you go through the dungeons.
Whoa.
Honestly, the only time that spell's really that great is when you knock them into a pit. But it does knock them back.
What's up, girl? Oh.
You have to hit enemies in very specific ways to kill them, though. Let's watch me fail at that now.
Wow. Skadoosh.
It even went slow-mo.
Alright. Let's do this.
Oh, I see.
Come on, bitch.
Running away! You yellow! Get back here and see what's coming to you!
Come on. Okay, when they get too close, that's what it's for.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is a gesture-based spellcasting system. You have to physically learn the movements. But it's really satisfying, and there's a lot of spells. I tried to make sure to showcase everything in this video, but we haven't gotten to it all yet. Here's the first time I met a bomb guy.
You are
think the beeping would be a hit. You will also occasionally see me pull in magic. Only just to make a sword. You don't have to do that. Don't hate. You don't have to pull in magic for a shield either. But I didn't realize that at first. So in-game sprinting is also physical. Ask the person sitting next to you. It looks hilarious. Also, feel free to take out your frustrations on these golems. It's almost as good as therapy. And since I haven't shown one yet, here's a long fight against multiple enemies. Physically aim the lightning, which takes practice.
That was tough. Throw particles underhanded to make a solid shape like a bowling ball. What the f?
Here's one of the few kills I got with telekinesis. It's hard to aim. I don't use that bowling ball spell much because it only goes right in front of you, but honestly, I like the sword. You'll probably find that you have favorites too. Spell I really don't use, you'll hear me echo pretty often, and that's because you can theoretically yell, like using the microphone, and it pushes stuff back, but I find that it just activates when I don't want it to. Maybe I just talk too much.
Times in the bank. Yeah.
Here's our tornado, buddy. Tornadoes are really good for wide open spaces like that.
What's up, guys? Hey, what up, girl?
Running. Now one thing tornadoes are not good for is reacting.
That would have saved me.
It's always fun when you accidentally hurl something off a cliff, though. So that's gonna mostly do it for our little tour of the dungeons of the Waltz of the Wizard, but there's a little bonus. Totally separate gauntlet that we'll run now.
You're beautiful. This. EAGFC. EAGFC.
This cursed place is ruled
Here we go.
by the observer overlord.
Yeah. Fireball.
This is a twisting, winding maze of traps and hidden guards and orbs that shoot fireballs at you. It is metal.
So cool. Gotcha. That looks like a trap.
I love how this is something that you could totally miss. You saw where I found it in the alchemy lab, right? It was behind something. Behind a bottle that you're not going to see unless you explore. And look how much work they put into this thing. There's 3 separate towers you have to make it to the top of, and then hit the little orb thing and light it up. Once you have all 3, you've completed the gauntlet. There's no bounding revelation after you complete the gauntlet. You just get a trophy on your wall in the alchemy room. But it took me like a full hour. Not gonna lie, I was kinda living a secret agent fantasy. That's why I picked this music. Okay, this puzzle. I still don't know how it works. There's clearly some sort of pattern, but I just haven't the foggiest. No idea. Just push buttons until it goes. I'm so bad at it, Scully's gonna throw me shade.
I think you solved it by accident.
I think you're right.
Kinda rude, Scully, but fair, I suppose. Now, this could be personal preference, I don't really have any way of comparing, but at the earliest opportunity, I highly recommend upgrading to 2 crossbows. Because, yeah.
I would just do this.
And there goes number 3. Well, friends, that's gonna do it for this run of the Waltz of the Wizard, Natural Magic. I hope you enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed making it. This game is amazing. I love it so much. Give this video a like if my nonsense made you smile at least once. Or, you know, if you want to. And consider subscribing if you want to see the next universe I explore. That's gonna do it for me, friends. Bye!